And welcome to another edition of Birnbach's Always Right. It's my video blog where I tell you why my opinion's correct, and then you, via social media, tell me why I'm wrong. Well, in this instance, I kind of hope I'm wrong. And that's because I'm picking the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. No, it doesn't just bother me because I live in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and I know that Seattle fans, Seahawks fans right here in my own backyard are going to be ticked at me. No, it's because I'm a Giants fan. Born in Long Island, bred in the great state of New Jersey. So you know I don't like picking those teams from the Boston area to succeed, but in this instance, I got to do it because I think the Pats are going to win. And I got three main reasons why. Look, I think the Seahawks defense is fantastic. I think it's the best in the NFL, but if they are vulnerable, they're vulnerable up the middle. What I mean by that is I do think if you got a power running game, you can succeed against the Seahawks. And the Patriots, thanks to LeGarrette Blount, that former Oregon Duck, well, they got that power running game working pretty well. Did great against the Colts. I think it'll do work again against the Seahawks. Tom Brady, you know what? He's not going to be able to go deep, but that's not their specialty. Seahawks shut that down. Patriots, though, they're more about going underneath. And no one does it better than Tom Brady, and no one does it better than Rob Gronkowski. Great tight end. I think he'll find space. And so will those slot receivers. Edelman, doesn't matter. He'll get it done. The backs out of the backfield. Tom Brady loves to find them, and I think they'll score enough points. So I'm picking 27-17. So as you can tell by Seattle's score, my point number two is that I don't believe in the Seattle's offense. I don't think it's good enough to beat the Patriots. Look, against Green Bay, you saw it. It was pretty terrible for 3.5 quarters. It was fantastic. It was awesome for the end of the fourth quarter and overtime. But you can't ignore what happened in those first 3.5 quarters against the Packers. And I think Patriots defense, I think it's better than Green Bay. So I think even though I love Russell Wilson, I'm not a hater. 2 Super Bowls in 3 years. It's pretty darn good. But I think in this game, he won't be able to be successful enough to beat the Patriots. And that gets me to point number 3, Deflategate. Yeah, everyone's wondering if it's going to be a distraction. I think it's exactly what Bill Belichick needs. Look, when the Patriots heavy favorites against the Giants twice, oh, that was a beautiful thing, wasn't it? Well, Patriots couldn't get it done. But nobody plays the us versus them card better than Bill Belichick, and Deflategate is giving him just that. He loves being the villain. He's going to eat this up. It's going to get his team motivated. He's going to go in there and say, nobody believes in us anymore. They're calling us cheaters. They don't want us to win. It's just us in the locker room. We have to stay tight, and we've got to prove it and play for each other. You know what? They're going to do just that because this is what Bill Belichick does best. He gets to motivate his team, and he's got 2 weeks to game plan. And I love Pete Carroll as a coach. He's one of the best in the NFL now. But Bill Belichick, he's one of the best to ever have a whistle. So in the end, makes me a little nauseous, but I'm picking the Pats to beat the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. So how do I know I'm right? Well, that's simple. Birnbach's always right.